21st Century Prepper here. Today's video is the cook kit and food that I carry in my inch bag. This is for an inch bag, not a bob, not a bug out bag. This is an inch bag. I'm never coming home. This is wander around aimlessly or with a mission, I guess, but not going home. Not going to a bug out location specifically. Maybe some caches along the way, whatnot. But this is, you have no place to live, you're going to wander a little bit. That's the kind of bag I'm preparing for. So, the stove I carry is Solo Stove Titan. This is the medium-sized Solo Stove. My wife carries the small version, the original, or the light, what is what they call it now. There's a third size, it's a bigger camp size. I do not carry that or have one. We'll start out with this. This is not going to be a demonstration of the Solo Stove. I will do that in a later video. By the way, this is video 104A. Any improvements, changes, major changes. It is food, so maybe I will be changing stuff. There'll be a 104B, 104C, etc., just like all the other videos. So, they all come in this handy bag. Now, these stay in my pack. When they come out of my pack, this bag goes back in my pack until I'm done with it and gets repacked and then back in the bag. I like to keep my equipment in as best condition as possible. Treat your equipment right and it will treat you right. So, comes with this pot with the handles and a hanging handle. It's backwards because it's on the inside of the pot, but 60 ounces. And 1.6 liters, I guess it would be. And then I did boil this pot. I believe it was this pot full of water, cold tap water. I think it was 40 ounces of tap water. Took about 6-7 minutes to boil using 4 handfuls of twigs and I believe a pine cone. Then I held the rolling boil for 10 minutes using that same amount of fuel. So it's very, you don't need logs, you don't need branches, it's twigs. 3-4 inch long twigs, about the size of a little bigger than a pencil. That's all I used. I will be doing a demonstration video with the stove. Here's the stove itself. Not doing that in this video currently though. Okay, I do have some food packed in here and some wet fire. Again, this is your life. This is the life of your family, of your friends, whomever. Cheat. This takes up very little room. It doesn't weigh anything. You don't have to get tinder out in the wild. Cheat. Stack the deck in your favor. A pack of these costs, I don't know, $6 for like 12 of them. Who cares? That's a coffee at Starbucks. I carry some foil. This is folded up foil. I have 2 of these in here in the kit. Again, back to this. Cheat. Stack the deck in your favor. It's your life. It's the life of your loved ones. Why not? Not that getting tinder out in the wild, breaking down a branch or something isn't great and some knowledge you should have. But when you can do this, why not? It just makes sense. Okay, the food that was in here, drink mix. I hate the taste of water. I carry quite a few of these. Not enough to wander the wilderness for 5 years, but enough to get me by a couple days or a week until I can break down and get used to water. I have some oatmeal, instant oatmeal. These are pretty nifty. You can pour the oatmeal out and then fill it up with water to this line and then mix it. Or you can add the water to here. You have to add a little bit more because the cereal wouldn't be in here, and then eat it right out of here. You have to add a little bit more water than here if you leave the oatmeal in there, but it's a pretty cool thing. Can't remember, they come in 12 packs for like $2.50, $3, maybe $3.50, depending on where you're buying them. Then I have a fig bar. This is 2 bars in here. I believe it's 120 calories a bar. I don't like granola. These are pretty good. This is not your Fig Newton. This is a little girthier. Okay, that's with the stove. Then I carry in my bag some extra pots. This is going to be wandering aimlessly or whatever. We have fishing kits, we have hunting ability, we have snares and traps along with us. We will be getting game if it's available. So we need other things, other pots, something bigger. I've never used this one. It's a pot. If it doesn't have a hole in it, it's going to work. So you can use that as a pan, frying pan. Here's some more foil. Now, I like these ready meals by Pace and Prego. It's pretty tasty stuff. It's got a lot of good calories, quite a bit of sodium, but if you're out hoofing it, you're sweating, so you need the sodium anyway. There's the handle for the pots and the lid. Nice and shiny still. A couple things of ramen. I like the hot stuff. Scouring pad. I like to keep my stuff clean. And then some tuna in here. This stuff you could probably eat right out of the pouch. It's microwavable, but it heats up quickly. It's ready to go. You don't really have to cook it. You just have to heat it up if you want. You could probably eat it out of the pouch. Probably wouldn't be the best, but tasting stuff. You could do that as your if you don't want to stop, make a fire, whatever. You can eat it out of the pouch. Here's the food bag. I have a towel. Dry my hands, dry the pots before I pack them away. 2 pouches of rice. Microwavable, but again, you could eat it right out of the pouch or heat it up really quickly. 2 packets of instant potatoes. Packet of chicken is probably enough for maybe 2 meals. You could add it to the rice. You could eat it plain. You could do whatever. Some cup of soup. More fig bars. Some miniature Slim Jims. I have 7 of these in my pack. Some more flavorings. If you saw the water kit video, I carry some with my water kit, and I have more in here. There's flavorings, more Slim Jims, more Slim Jims, more flavoring, and one more flavoring, a couple more flavorings, salt and pepper. Okay, these tubes, they have bouillon cubes in there, chicken, beef. I believe there's 10 in each one of these. This is twine around it that we can use for whatever. Snares. 2 different sizes twine. 50 feet, 50 feet. These just open up pretty nice, and the bouillon cubes come right out. Nice and dry. You're not going to be carrying around soggy bouillon cubes until you want them to be soggy. Okay, that is it for my... Oh! Almost said it again. Okay, this works off... The stove works off of wood, but it also comes with you can get an alcohol burner for it in case it's wet. If you hit a couple days of just rain or snow and you can't find any dry stuff, or you want to take some time to dry some stuff out, alcohol burner. And then I carry denatured alcohol, and it's a squeeze bottle. It just fills up here, and then you can pour it in there. And I mean, it's not a lot, it wouldn't last too long, but I have more in some cachet containers that I've done, and you can use other alcohols in there, of course, isopropyl, that kind of stuff. Okay, this is my kit. My wife's kit is the same exact, maybe some different flavorings, and she has a pouch of salmon. I do not like pouched salmon. She carries the smaller stove and the same amount of food. The kids carry the same amount of food and another stove. Since they are children, they don't need, building a fire might be a challenge for them, or just dealing with fire might be a challenge for them. I have a mini stove for them with the Pezio lighter, and then they carry a can of fuel conveniently inside their pot, and then they have a P38 and a P51 and a striker, and then their fire kit, they also have about 4 other ways to start a fire, so don't worry about not having any matches or lighters in here, because they do. So that is the stove and food kit that I carry. Any changes, I said, will be up, and there will be an updated video. Thank you very much for watching.